Hey people, Intro here, 3v3 faction war. This is Sentinel Beach and Eldar versus Chaos Space Marines. For the Eldar team, the Tenso is a Warp Spider Exarch, a teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat by default, great for capping and harassing some powerful control. Alongside is Hex and a Farseer, support hero fighting in melee, some powerful buffs and control. Rounding off the team, Bebop, where have you gone to? There he is with a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that can leap into combat, some powerful disruption and support. On the red Chaos team, cyanIDe as a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful whoops, battlefield manipulation and control. There he is, Zinch trying to trick my camera with some Black Legion. Alongside his Hate is a weapon rocking a Plague Champion. Starts off with a damage of a time bolt gun, can get to melee weapons, debilitates enemies and supports allies, can also repair. And rounding off the teams, ShaFex and a Chaos Lord, a durable and destructive hero. Walking through objects, cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption, fighting in melee and the Night Lord's elite scheme. Something off about seeing a Chaos Lord on the beach, I think. Warlock gets a good destructor on those heretics and they just flee in terror. He can't destructor these guys quite yet though. They're trying to run at some guardians. This is the south of the map where the two natural victory points are. Also a contested power point being taken by the Chaos Space Marines there. Chaos Lord busy fighting the Warlock. Heretics didn't want to approach double guardians, I guess, but there's some pawn worship to boost speed and the Chaos Space Marines are in combat now. Do they try to force melee on the guardians? There's more guardians showing up. They're going for it. Heretics also going for it, but look at the damage the Heretics take. They are going to wipe out, I think. That was huge damage. I hear Howling Banshees war shouting. Got double Banshees here for the Tenso. So we could see some group teleport shenanigans. For now, he teleports up to that contested power point. That contested power point, by the way, seems to be way closer to the Western team. Maybe it's just some kind of illusion. Chaos Space Marines in the mid here for Hate. In fact, he's got two of them. Heretics joining the fight as well. The Plague Champion must be in a garrison somewhere. Oh, he's in here. Just hanging out. Are the Eldar going to cap this VP? They're just jumping around stuff, those Howling Banshees. So there's 3 Howling Banshees here. Need some, there we go, yeah, need some Aspiring Champion Heretics. Need the Fetid Armor would be great. Some Havocs maybe. Hate is going for double Heretics. You need to be a bit more patient than that with your Heretics. You can't just run them into Eldar. They're going to take so much damage, I think. Put the Plague Champion at the front of your army with Fetid Armor. Then if the Banshees get close, he just hits that button, Unholy Stench, and they are suppressed for ages. Here's some Havocs though. Banshees dealt with. Oh, grenade goes off. More Banshees coming in, more Guardians coming in with a grenade. There's a Doom Blast and a run. Banshees war shout. A bit too early there. Grenade. They did enough damage to those Banshees as they were suppressed by the Doom Blast to do some good work there. Rangers in the field now for Hex. Rangers on the way also for the 10, so they can set up Banshee pushes with their Kinetic Pulse, but they need to stay at their maximum range if they can. This is really good push and sustained play here from Hate. More Heretics are in, popping the Nurgle Worship. Just right out there in the open. Some Chaos Heretics moving in. This is from cyanIDe with an Aspiring Champion. The Aspiring Champion gives more health to the other Heretics, so the Doom Blast does more damage because it scales off health. This makes them better at fighting as well if they've got my health in it. Sorcerer gets a cap there. I hear some Noise Marines shaking apart that node. Back down to the south. Shuriken suppressing these fellas. We do have some grenade launchers here, so they could disrupt it. Could maybe see Dark Halo to face tank it as well from a Chaos Lord. And these Chaos Space Marines have their Eternal War upgrade for more DPS. Warlock has a Merciless Witchblade, really nasty weapon. A knockback on the ranged attack, big hits on the melee attack, and it drains your energy too. Kicking off in the north though. Big blob of a fight here. Was that a Spirit Stone's heal? That was. Grenade going off as well. Some Heretics running, some Chaos Space Marines running. More Heretics running. Good grenade there on those other Chaos Space Marines. But it's the Chaos fellas who are, for the most part, left standing. Just more durability in the fight there. Was able to see them through, I think. Guardians fleeting away. The Warp Spider Exarch. Might be worth grabbing Heavy Gauge to shut down the Sorcerer shenanigans, because those Doom Bolts have got to be painful. Chaos, the Warp Spider goes down. Chaos Space Marines in melee finishing him off. And he's still out in the field here. Hate is a weapon with the Mucus Discharge, giving some really good in-field sustainability. Needs to gather up to get the heal going. There he goes. Beautiful. A lovely, disgusting heal from Nurgle. Rangers getting all sneaky like. There's tier 2 for Tenso, tier 2 for Bebop. And we have Raptors up for ShaFex to shut down the Shuriken, I guess, but we'll stay mid for now. Farseer gets in. Howling Banshees getting in. There's the washout. More Banshees. Prompting the cacophony from the Noise Marines to knock them down. Rangers, meanwhile, getting shots. Can they not? One of the Rangers can knock them down out of that cacophony. Doom blasting Heretics coming in. Here's the Plague Champion. Oh, the Plague Champion finally went down. Sorcerer also went down there. Farseer also goes down. Both teams have 2 heroes on the floor. Can the other guys come and revive them, or will one of these guys need to revive themselves? 386 to 500 on the VPs. Heretics seeing off some Guardians. These guys decapping. The Heretics have done a great job so far with their Doom blasting ways. Done a really great job. Up in the north anyway. Raptors here with the jump. Onto the Shuriken. Hard countering them. Gets them off the field. Now they need to help out with this fight, because these Heretics are getting torn apart. There we go. By triple Guardians. And of course the Warlock was in there. Still got more Heretics though, ShaFex, so I don't think he's going to replace. I wouldn't expect a replacement there. I'd expect a Blood Crusher up in tier 2 maybe. Has to go tier 2 first. Got some Warp Spiders on the field for the Tenso. Teleporting squad with some good anti-infantry DPS, and they can chuck a Haywire grenade with the correct upgrade as well. Plague Champions on the field. Trying to revive the Chaos Sorcerer. Gets knocked down by Rangers though, and shot a bunch, and needs to back out. Maybe heal himself. 339 to 500 on the VPs. Farseer did repurchase, can try and revive the Warp Spider maybe. Grenade. Killed some Heretics for sure. I think got 3 of them. So right in it. Big VP lead now for the Chaos fellas. Here comes Blood Crushers. Oh, for the other players. They both get Blood Crushers going. That could do some real work in the mid, I think. Huge amounts of it. There may be a Haywire though. Farseer can also get an anti-vehicle weapon. She's level 3, gets the revive, and now into melee with some Heretics who Doom Blast and run. They may fall off quite a lot here in tier 2 as the Banshees start to get their squad leaders and stuff, and more war gear comes in from the heroes to support them. Melee Heretics can fall off quite hard. We shall see. There's a Doom Blast and a run again. And the Farseer does have those Spirit Stones. 302 to 500. Banshees will be in retreat path of the Noise Marines, but the Blood Crusher shows up. And that's going to even things up for those Heretics, in these melee fights. Do we have any anti-vehicle Banshees? The Tenso does have the aspect of strength. Not sure what happened to his other Banshee squad, by the way. They were just taken out at some point along the way, which I missed somewhere. Sorcerer runs. No war gear for that guy. Oh, a Falcon's up. Blood Crusher's going straight after it. Blood Crusher will do heavy melee damage. Good versus all targets. Taken out, though, by a Haywire grenade there. He's slowed down. Warp Spiders are not helping fight other things. And we do see the Singing Spear on the Farseer, which will damage all targets, including that Blood Crusher with its vehicle armor. Falcon trying to take it down. Falcon stopped doing damage to it seemed. There's another Blood Crusher here now, and that Blood Crusher gets away with like 22 hit points. Here come Howling Banshees with Aspect of Strength. Blood Crushers do not have melee resistance, so they take a lot of damage from heavy melee weapons. That spear is just cleaving through it. And the Haywire as well. Down goes the Blood Crusher. Got some Plague Marines in here from cyanIDe. They have a snaring missile launcher to try and focus the Falcon maybe. And they got this passive aura that slows down units. You see these Banshees get slowed down here. They also explode on death. There's a Nurgle explosion from those guys and a Doom Blast, I think, at the same time. Banshees flee. What's going on in the south, though? Chaos Lord levels up to 2. Got the Harness of Rage. Also got a Dreadnought and Autocannon Havocs here. Our Warlock with Providence up there briefly, but not anymore. What's this Dreadnought doing? Oh, I think the Dreadnought's following around the Chaos Lord. ShaFex needs to give it an actual order. There we go. 242 to 500. Still haven't dropped a VP, the Chaos fellas. Eldar don't have their natural VP at the moment, which is part of the reason why. Some late Havocs here for Hate, going for Mark of Tzeentch and a Las Cannon because of that Falcon around here. 1-to-1 cap. Blood Crusher's been healed up. This is a demon, so you can heal it up relatively well with Worship. Still more efficient to repair it, but the Worship will benefit everyone. Mark of Khorne, Chaos Space Marines for cyanIDe, getting a pretty late Eternal War there, but they already have the Aspiring Champion and stuff, so they're going to be a threat. Even have a pretty good Melter Pistol these days, so they can get onto the Falcon maybe. Banshees are yelling, must be these guys. War shouting on some Chaos Space Marines, and these guys, with an Aspiring Champion, they can activate Slaughter and then draw melee weapons, and they would put up a pretty good fight against Banshees. It may not have been off cooldown though, and they were also kind of surrounded there. That's some good damage on the Banshees from the Dreadnought, eh? Well, autocannon of the Havocs as well. 2 autocannons firing on them. Who's this? Warp Spider Exarch down again. It's a Webway up in the north edge. And there's a bunch of them, a couple of them in the Eldar bases. They do have their natural back, but the Chaos fellas have taken the contested VP again. Blast Master hanging out there too. 216 to 500. Can the Banshees get some points on the board here? Oh, a Seer Council on the way for the Tenso. Seer Council is up for Bebop already. They can mess stuff up. Already have their Singing Spears. They're about to join the fight in the south, it looks like. So I may go and check that out. But for the moment, we're in the north. And we'll see how this Blood Crusher does. Going after the Farseer. Not sure what the Farseer was trying to do there. She didn't seem to be fighting the Blood Crusher. Does she have some new war gear? No. I thought maybe she was trying to Psychic Storm over here or something. Blood Crusher doing some good work, but here come Howling Banshees with Aspect of Strength. Plague Champions in there with the Plague Sword. Can they get the Blood Crusher down? Just use Demonic Roar, I think. We do have Fetid Armor. We have Mucus Discharge. Down goes the Blood Crusher. Banshees now need to run. Can they get out? Maybe. There's one Howling Banshee left. Doom Bolt's chucked in there. But the Banshees are okay. And the Seer Council picking up the slack. Now, these guys do not have their fancy spears, so they are doing power melee, which is very good against all of this infantry. Sending them running. As for the other guys, they're in the wars for sure. Lightning Claw Chaos Lord is here. You okay, Seer Council fellas? I think so. That was the Destructive Strike, I think it's called, from the claws. It's pretty cool. If you can hit it right. Kind of like a Merciless Strike. Chaos Terminator's up for cyanIDe here. Good time to get Time Field maybe for the Farseer. Chaos Lord trying to decap under intense pressure. Not typically what you should be doing. Warlock might take him down, actually. Very nearly did. Very nearly did. Oh, gets him. Catches up and gets him. Mark of Khorne CSM coming in to have a word with their chain axes. Just trying to ask him a question. Looks like he's escaping all right, the Warlock. Right lance is forced off as well. Eldar taking the northern contested VP. Look at that. The Space Marine, the Chaos Space Marines start to lose VPs now. Can they defend their natural though, the Eldar? The Seer Council are back. They did not fully heal though. They do have this very handy 15% ranged damage resistance aura. See it benefiting all of these Guardians here too. Oh, Bloodlust is up. ShaFex just activated Bloodlust, which buffs all of the infantry, giving them damage bonuses whenever any of them land an attack. Up in the north, Farseer is getting stuck in. Been a very aggro Farseer so far, isn't she? Straight in there. Level 6 runs away. Chaos Terminators have the autocannon. A safer choice than the Claws. That's for sure. It can keep them back out of Eldar trouble a bit more than if you had to pile them in with the Claws. Falcon's got the shield up, which makes it a very, very tanky vehicle. Autark is in there. Look at that. It's a bad place to be, Mrs. Autark. Run away. She is indeed running away. Also provides a damage resistance aura around her, which is handy. It's a fire prism in there now from Hex. Really good fire support from long range, using the dispersed shot there to knock stuff down. The focus shot is really good though. If you can target Marines with it, it will do a big chunk of damage to them. We have double Mark of Zinch CSM for hate. And the others are both Mark of Khorne, I guess. Yep, they are. What's going on in the south? Contested power is red with Eldar generators on it. They're trying to take it back. Here come Raptors and a Lightning Claw Chaos Lord. Oh, and some Bloodletters out of the shrine. See a council trying to cap under pressure now. Need to be fighting, I think, lads. Raptors in the back lines, scaring off the Bright Lance. Seer Council already took a bunch of damage before they started actually fighting. Can they get a nice grenade? No, they all run. Up in the north, there's more Chaos Terminators this time for hate. They're not capping though. That's a time field. This new visual effect we see. Slowing down units and also disabling their attacks. 160 to 427 on the VPs. There's a zombie warp spider. How the hell did the Plague Champion kill a warp spider with a melee weapon? I guess their teleport had run out. Howling Banshees in on the Terminators. They'll do a lot of damage with the power swords. These guys having to teleport away. And more Terminators show up. Farseer trying to cap. I think she'll get it. They're down to 148 VPs because they also lost their natural, the Eldar fellas. Chaos Lord on the Warlock, who's level 2. Chaos Lord is level 3, almost level 4. There's a bunch of ranged firepower though. And the Seer Council chasing off the Raptors in onto the Havocs. Can they wipe them? These guys leap into combat. They have some really good just inbuilt disruption, and they do wipe them out. Mark of Khorne Chaos Space Marines are there. Here comes a bunch of support. Bloodlust activated again from the global bar of the Chaos Lord. Some grenades. I don't know why the Guardians got so close. They got really close. Right Lance now getting shots on the Dreadnought, but Bloodlust is still on. Autark coming in. There's Bebop's Autark. I'm not sure what happened to the other one. Did she die already? She's getting her fancy fusion gun, which will mess up this Dreadnought. The Dreadnought may not get away, actually. Warlock's coming to help a bit. Trying to take the shrine down. So the Warp Spider Exarch is here, trying to cap. Down goes the shrine. There's that fusion gun. And she takes down the Dreadnought with it. Nicely done by Bebop. And then the Raptors come in and smack her away. With their fancy Chaos Maul thing, Demon Maul, whatever it is. Here's some support now from Hate. Rotating to the south. But Hex is here with some vehicles and a Seer Council. They've all got a Seer Council now. Autark providing some nice buffs. The Seer Council providing some nice buffs. They're all stacking together. Can they get an avatar up for even more buffage? In the north, it's red for Chaos, isn't it? 103 to 427. Huge VP lead for the Chaos fellas. Done really well on the VPs. They've done some deep dives into the backlines, but they've been able to back it up again with some quick counters, haven't they? Every time they've been pushed off. Noise Marines made white. Maybe. I think they made it. Now the Seer Council have to flee. Rotating back to the north is Hate. But we may see both the naturals turn blue. Why did Hate turn around? ShaFex needs a hand down here. Needs some help. 2v1 against ShaFex. Chaos will take the north though. Hate is turning around again. Maybe he lost sight of Hex's stuff and thought Hex went north again. This is natural power for red team. Can they take it all down? Need to be careful with these vehicles. Pushing them too far up. Look at that big shot there from the tank. Need some repairs. And that Falcon should have its shield up at all times as well. Seer Council leaping in. Look at that disruption. That's crazy. Banshee's following in. There's a big Spirit Stone's heal as well. And Hate is being punished for this attempt at assistance. Oh, can his Terminators not teleport? There's the teleport. And here's some heretics coming in to try and Doom Blast and save him, I guess. Oh, and there's a time field. They aren't Doom Blasting. Oh, they're running. Terminator's getting very low. There's a Doom Blot. Oh, there wasn't enough Doom Bolts going in there. 92 to 357. The Eldar stretching their legs in terms of mobility, aren't they? It's making a big difference. No Eldritch Storm coming in. Is it aiming at the Raptors? I'm not sure what that was aiming at. Level 3. Chaos Lord now has Icon of Khorne. 2.5% health per hit, which really does add up, especially with a fast attacking Lightning Claw weapon. 92 to 320. Triple cap though for the Eldar. Avatar on the way. Another Fire Prism on the way. Oh, did the Raptors get the Fire Prism down? Is that what happened? And they Eldritch Stormed to try and save it. There's an Imperial Abyss on the VP, but they've already capped it. Terminator's being chased by lots of scary melee stuff. 2 Seer Councils in there, and one of them's on power melee still. Some tanks coming in. Need some like heavy bolters and stuff, innit? And the Plague Champion's down. He could do a lot of work with Fetid Armor. He could shut down that entire melee blob and suppress them all. Needs to get revived. Might be tricky though. This is a Chaos Pred with no mark. The other one's got the mark of Tzeentch. And here comes a Land Raider Phobos on the way. There we see the remains of the Fire Prism. 92 to 228 on the VPs. Doom Bolts seem to largely miss the Howling Banshees there, who chase off some heretics. Mark of Khorne CSM coming in. Chaos Lord is in there. Level 4 has the Harness of Rage. Not sure why. So he can use Kill the Weak more often. I mean, it gives him energy back, but maybe it's to benefit the Raptors, because it does give energy around him. Usually you see it paired with the Dark Halo to get the energy back. Triple cap is still in. I think it gives him some good base stats, right? Yeah, it does give him 150 more health and some health regen. Webway being used in the north. Still a triple cap. Chaos left reeling here. Last Master hits the Farseer, nothing much else. There's the Avatar of Kane on the field. Gives some really powerful buffs around it to surrounding allied infantry. And a powerful combatant as well. There's the Robes of Torment, Chains of Torment, which is a great tool to have. Tome of Subjugation's in as well. Is it a bit too late though? Triple cap is still in. Wailing Doom. Phobos did take some damage. It's got those las cannons in it. We got an Imperial Abyss thrown in. This is from the Plague Champion. Nurgle flavoured. Some rotten apples in there. Maybe some dodgy cucumbers. Avatar fighting some Mark of Khorne fellas. Gonna get Wrath of Kane though. There it is. And the Seer Council are there. Chaos have fought their way to the VP. We got subjugated warp spiders teleported back to safety, which was weird. Was he trying to haywire the Eldar vehicle, maybe? I don't know if it lets you use haywire when you subjugate them. Yep, the Chaos fellas are really reeling here. Really reeling. Both of the tanks went down. These guys caught out of position, and with Mark of Tzeentch, there's just nothing they can do to the Seer Councils. I don't think they dealt with the Eldar melee blob super well. An earlier Robes of Torment maybe, or just one that was used a bit better. Maybe it was up early enough. Fetid Armor is also a nice tool to have. Could have gone into the Wild Spear, which is amazing. Some more Havocs maybe, but it's tough. It's tough because Eldar can hit you in a flash from multiple angles, so Havocs can maybe just be a liability. We did have Entangling Web for the Warp Spider Exarch, level 4. Level 9 Farseer. Was really aggressive, did well. Bebop's got a level 4 Warlock, did have Falchu's Wing at the end. Level 4 Sorcerer. Level 6 Plague Champion. And a level 5 Chaos Lord down at the end. But I think he had a good old time. Slaughtering Eldar here and there. Thank you for watching, guys. Big thanks to these players for duking it out in a faction war. The Tenso for getting the replay over to me. And I'll see you guys next time.